good here. Me, I don't want to go back on earth. And then the Lord turned to me and said, I hate selfish people. I hate selfish people. You did not deserve to be here. It was like, this smiling, the Lord was smiling with me. All this thing, the thing changed. And I was afraid, so they would not say, well, depart again. I said, Lord, I will go. Anywhere, anything, I will go. I will go. Jesus, I will go. And then he said, I am sending you for you to work for me. You are saying you are not going. Do you know what it was like? Do you know how it pains me when my children are going to hell? You see how many of us, we were many. We did not divert. All of us enter hell. And then he said, do you see how many of you enter hell? None of you come to heaven. And because I've sat on the throne, I've seen the wall. The pastors, my shepherds that I put ahead of my sheep, supposed to bring my children to me, they are the one carrying them now to Satan. Denomination has failed me. Jesus turned to me. Denomination has failed me. They are not teaching my people the word that I gave them to bring them to me, even to save their own soul. Now, even you were a victim. So now I've taken the work upon my hand because my time is at hand. I am going to send you to the world, to the church. You are going to tell them. And I said, Lord, who will believe me? I was talking for my own country because I don't know America. I've not come there. But in my own small country like that, unbelief. Who will believe me that I say, I saw Jesus. I saw hell. They said this. They said that. Nobody will believe me. And then the Lord Jesus turned to me. My sheep hear my voice. And they obey me. They honor me. I am not sending it to all because many are called, few are choosing. The few that are choosing, many of them are still sleeping. Many of them have been deceived. I want to gather them to come. And I say, okay, since you say people will believe, I will go. So sit down. It carried me to like a mountain. We sat there very quiet. You will see vast. You will see people. You will see mansion. You will see the weather will be changing. You will be doing color. All this kind of fine thing. You can't imagine how heaven look like. I was just watching. And then he told me, my church, 3 times, my church is dirty. My church is dirty. My church is dirty. And then, when he said my church is dirty, he started doing his hand like this. A screen appeared. It's like he was turning it like an album. I started seeing different denominations, different pastors. And then he paused at one denomination. And then it's like the thing zoom like this. Everything, even when we are here, the Lord is seeing everything. And then the denomination, the pastor was talking, preaching, and the people were laughing. They were laughing, and Jesus turned to me. You will see the eye was like turning to fire. And then he said, they have turned my sanctuary, they have turned my church into comedy. They have turned my church to comedy. He was talking like that. In the house of God, there is no fear of God again. See them, sinner, they are not afraid of me. They are happy being in my presence. See what the pastor is telling them. The word is telling them none of them will make it to heaven because there's nothing. They don't fear me. They don't fear sin. Hey, is this what I told them to preach? And then he turned to me. He said, see this kind of pastor. I saw the pastor. It was like he's bleaching. He do waves on his head, carry big chain and big ring, and wear all these tight-fitting 60s coats. And then the Lord told me, do you know how many women have lost after him now? They are sitting there, wishing to have pastor. Do you see the way he's dressed? Do you see the way he did his hair? Do you see what he put on his body? Nobody dressed like this will come to my kingdom. When I give you father out of it, is these people, he was telling me, these are your fathers now in the church. These are your fathers now you people are following. There is no example in his life that will carry anyone to heaven. What he's preaching is making my people to feel comfortable in sin. And this is not what I say they should preach to my people.